So we actually see how the Watcher say that he doesn't do sequels, but we see how the events of the last season, which is the last episode of the Guardians of the Multiverse, where Captain Carter takes part of the Avengers movie, which is the first one, then actually fights with the other the multiverse versions of the Marvel characters in the finale, where we knew how she also takes Steve's place in Captain America and the Winter Soldier. But this version is where we see how things actually became crisscross, where we see Captain Carter solve the Hydra Smasher and Steve is inside. But something has gone wrong when the Hydra Smasher became active and starting to attack the others, by which we knew how they are actually fighting him, by which they realize that Steve is being controlled not by Hydra, but we can tell how Natasha say it's actually the Red Room who was controlling him, which the villain group from Black Widow movie, in which Steve and Bucky have started the two-man army to battle the Hydra, where they've all been defeated. But we see after the war, Steve was captured by the Red Army, which of course lead to Bucky being the Secretary of State instead of Alexander Pierce, the villain of the second Captain America movie, which the Hydra Smasher is actually attacking him, knowing of the fact that he is actually battling a enemy who he saw Steve as a friend, knowing of the fact that he actually tried to get Steve to snap out of it, by which we see Captain Carter and Black Widow stop Steve before he can kill Bucky. We can tell how they actually brought him back from the brainwashing only for where the Red Room is, in which the bombing test site is where they actually are. But we can tell how they were confronted by the Red Room, led by Melina, Natasha's mother, in which he controls Steve, knowing of how she tells them of how humanity will see the Red Room as a dominant force. The same line that Sola actually said to Steve. But we see how Natasha is battling her sisters as Carter battling Hydra Smasher. So we knew how they actually are battling each other. So we can tell how they are actually new that something will go wrong. But Steve has broken free of the brainwashing, where Molina battling Natasha after her sisters were killed. But he made his last minute sacrifice by driving him and Molina to the Red Room and destroying it from the inside, in which the Watcher had seen Carter and Natasha headed out. But Carter was actually swallowed into a portal where the Watcher asked where she's gone to, where we knew that she is in the alternate universe where Nick Fury and the Scarlet Witch in medieval costume, in which they say that she'll save the world, while Carter calling out the Watcher's name. So we actually take a reverse role of how Captain Carter battling the evil Hydra Smasher, just like in Captain America and the Winter Soldier, where Steve is forced to battle his friend Bucky. So now we can tell how this is reversed. But at the end, we see Carter teleported to a medieval version of the Marvel Universe. So we're going to see what's going to happen on the next episode tomorrow. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment anything about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime God right here saying signing out. Laters, and be safe.